in this toxic, awful relationship. So so moving forward, I started to set boundaries for myself for the very first time. I think I probably would say it was the beginning of maybe a spiritual awakening. I started to see things differently. I started to actually turn to meditation, and was doing meditation and yoga, and I was doing a lot more lifestyle changes that created kind of a ripple effect. People started leaving me, the relationships, the toxic things, because I was being good to my body for once in a long time. So I suppose then we got to, when I left, it was, oh my God, it was the scariest thing I've ever done. I packed up 4 children and got them out of there. Like, I didn't remain in the house. It was his, he built the house. So when I met him, he was actually in the process of building it. It was it's a massive house, ideal for me and my kids. But the space wasn't ideal for me and my kids, and the toxic environment. So I got so brave and I left, and I moved into a 3-bedroom terraced house where I am now, and it's so comfortable, and I'm so grateful. And through your program, it's really made me feel grateful for where I am right now, because I think there was a lot of shame and stigma. I took that with me. I was like, oh my God, I'm a single mother of 4 living in a house on the social, but I realized from watching you, and this really did connect with me when I watched you in November. It was like, just take a look around you, you take responsibility for where you are. And I was like, I have to start taking responsibility. It's not his fault. It's not my mom and dad's fault. This is where I am right now because of me, but I'm safe. And
without judgment, when we say because of me, like without judgment, without criticism, like this was something that I co-created, whether it was conscious or unconscious.
Yes.
This is my doing. So that means that I can undo it, right? That if I'm the problem, I'm the solution. And that's an empowering understanding.
Yes. And that is an understanding that I took from you, and because I did the 5-day rapid abundance. I think I did the one in November. Which was the one before November? Did you do one the previous? No. I had done one, and it was that was a good while back, and I listened to you, and I was like, oh my God, you were dropping bombs, like, and then I was like, right, I'm going to do this. And then it came, I actually had a clarity call with yourself, and after it I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. I went to transfer the money, and I talked myself out of it. I was like, how can I do this? I'm like a single mother of 4. My kids need all these things. It's just, before Christmas. And I was like, no, I just can't. It's not for me right now, obviously. So I listened to my head instead of my gut. And then I done the November rapid abundance 5-day, and then it just even more so was just, you were coming at me with bombs, and I was like, Sonia, get your shit together, let's just do this. So I knew that money was coming in, all of my money, for like, this was going to be my Christmas money and everything, and I just said, I have to invest in myself. It's all or nothing. Like, listening to you yesterday, I was at breaking point. Like, I was here. I was like, there's more to me. I have so many ideas in my head. I can't express them. I'm sitting in my dressing gown. I'm becoming the judgment that I am assuming people have of me. I'm embodying that. Yes. And that's not what I'm about. I know I have so much more, because also, I'll just go back. When I birthed my baby, I done, for the first time in my whole life, I went against everyone else's advice, and I listened to my heart and my soul and my intuition. I knew that home birth was the right way to go for me. And I mean, I had head of midwifery out with me. I had like everyone and anyone trying to tell me, don't do this, you can't do this. And I just kept saying, I can do this. I am listening to so that was my body and my soul. And oh my God, I made the most wonderful experience, and I honestly empowered that many people. There's 2 other ladies who have had home births, just because I have done what I stood up and spoke. But so that was a big thing. So I was obviously beginning to do things for myself and listen to my intuition. So after the rapid abundance, I was like, listen to your intuition, Sonia, just do it. If you're in debt, you're in debt, doesn't matter. Like, we'll work it. I'm not going to be in debt for much longer. So so I like joined, and then it was, oh my God, then after that, yeah, just magic started to happen.
Yeah.
I joined
Oh
this
my gosh.
beautiful, wonderful group. I just can't even say it. Like, I've never experienced being held and being like cheered on, and being like it's just amazing, like the circle of light, and just empowered, and just feeling like I belong somewhere. I haven't felt that way for a long time. Feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Not that it was very difficult for me to articulate myself, and sometimes I still think I'm still working on that, to say what's really going, what's going on, but I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's how I got to, that's how I got. I don't know how I came across you. I really don't. I'm still trying to figure how on earth I made it into that rapid abundance, but divine timing and my higher self obviously guided me.
I'm not even sure how we connected in the first place either, but it happened. And it's like we said, it's just this divine guidance that always leads you to the right place at the right time.
At the right time.
Action is really your choice. Take that action, because everything lines up for us. And then do we follow that? Do we have enough trust to follow that or not? And if we don't, then possibly everything falls apart, and we look for more guidance, more neon signs.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh, I hear you. So let's go to how quickly things have been happening for you since you essentially stepped into your truth, really, since you started following yourself. Tell me a little bit about some of the exciting things that have unfolded for you.
Yeah, so I've always had the last 3 years I had I started creating juices, because around here where I live in Ireland, like, you'd have to drive to Dublin to get a green juice or something like that. It's just, they don't do it around here. It's just not their way. And so I was doing it for myself, and actually for my dad's health. He's got rheumatoid arthritis, and he doesn't take medication. He uses food as medicine. So we really looked into that. And so I just started creating and eating really healthy, and drinking green juices and making them. And then I just had this, it must have been a download, because it came to my head, Little Buddha Kitchen, and it was going to be a place where, mindful eating, by putting beautiful natural foods into your body. And I just had this little vision, and did nothing really with it then after that, because I was still in this relationship, so I didn't really have the support. He didn't support me through it, because we just didn't have the same vision, and he just would have, so I was busy being a mom and leaving that little dream behind. So I just started, after I joined the Rapid 5-Day Abundance and joined the Circle of Light, I just started, the little spark came back for it again, and I was like, oh my God, I need to get out there. People in my community need to be experiencing my juices. It's not difficult. Like, I've got my juicer, I've got my little bottles, I've got my stickers. I even had my business cards from last year. I had business cards made up. So so I got them, and I just went into the local cafes, and they were like, bring them down. And that's, in the last couple of weeks, that's what I've been doing. I've been going into local businesses, fruit and veg shops, and they are selling out. People are contacting me for the bigger bottles, privately, and asking me what could they be taken to sport. So I let them know I'm no nutritionist. I definitely am not. I've got 5-6 years experience of, like, growing my own food, looking after my body, and using fruit and veg too. So I just give them that little bit of information, and I signpost them to people that I have been using. But it's just wonderful just to connect with people, and that's all been happening really quickly.
How many stockists do you currently have?
So say that again.
How many stockists do you currently have?
So I currently have 7, like that, and that's you. 7.
I think last time you shared it was 2.
Yes, I know. Now I have 7 stockists, and health shops as well. So, like, and then the personal orders have been really coming in. So from people, like, just people just wanting to get the bigger bottles, because I have the little 50 ml, and they look beautiful. They're like glass, so my products are all glass. There's no plastic, it's all very eco-friendly, and that's my purpose. I feel, you know, to bring that kind of, people's like, do it in plastic and you can charge cheaper, and I'm like, no, that's like, you're not going to do that. You know, I'm going to keep my price high, use organic foods and veg. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. So it's in the shops, and yeah, things are getting like busy now, and I really am looking to get some help, because Sonia, the martyr in the past, would just try and trailblaze through and burn out. I can do it all. I can be a mom, I can be a, so the last 2 weeks has really been about trying to find that and trying to start to put a team together. I know Deborah, one of the ladies, she had, but maybe it's time to start putting a little team together, and like yourself. So yeah, it just, sometimes I have to pinch myself, because I'm like, oh my God.
This is happening so fast.
This is happening so fast. So that is my, and this is only really a side hustle, because my true purpose, I feel, is calling me as well. So that is to become a hypnobirthing doula, to support with birthing women from, you know, throughout. So, but this
and
right now
to
is about
create,
making,
create the community, like our circle of light, to create.
Yes, that's what I,
circle
the village.
Where you are, your little village of women and mamas that are growing food together and growing babies together.
And support, that's my vision, that's my big, and I know that's my calling and that's my purpose. But I just, you know, one step at a time. And I know that this, what I'm doing right now, is going to make me quite a bit of money to be able to get to that stage, you know, to where I'm at. So I'm in no hurry, and I'm trying to surrender, because some days I do find myself going, oh, I need to be doing what my purpose is. I know this isn't my true purpose, but it's my, you know, it's the step on the way to get there.
The gremlins trying to distract you.
Trying to distract me. You got it. No, Sonia, you're not doing the right thing. And I'm like, well, no, I just surrender to it and just go with it. And I do have to remind myself that a lot of days, because I can, you know, them gremlins can creep in with me a lot lately. But I've got the circle of light, I've got you, and then I'm reminded, just connect again to higher self, and just be gentle, and everything will happen in its own time. And, you know, and it really is finding that surrender and that trust that everything is happening for a reason. And I definitely am believing that more and more every day. And also the power of my thoughts. I'm seeing really the power of my thoughts. And so, and also I got also really great news, is that I was in a car accident about 4 years ago, and it's just been ongoing kind of thing, and I've kind of put it in the back of my mind, but I got word that I'm getting £20,000 from it, like the other day. It was like, there's a check coming through for £20,000, and I was like, what? Yes. Oh my God, what I can do with that, you know, for this little business, and to really start raking it in, and to be not shocked when £20,000 is landing in my bank account every month. You know, it needs to be, that's where I want to be at. So that's a quickly thing. And I joined in November, and I know if I hadn't joined, I would probably still be sitting in my dressing gown feeling sorry for Sonia, you know, mother of four, has all these ideas but just been so hard done by in life. That's where I would have been at, but I'm not today. I'm taking responsibility, and I'm, as you say, letting it rain. I'm letting it rain.
I love it. And I mean, this is really the power of collapsing time, like how quickly we can collapse time when we release the shame, because the shame was really what was keeping you hiding in your dressing gown,
big time,
putting yourself out there and following your dreams, your purpose, your passion. So releasing the shame, fucking committing to me for the first time, and when we talk about manifesting, it's making it real. Right? It's not enough to have these ideas and dreams and desires. Everyone has them. The difference between the people that have the dreams and the desires and the people that are living their dream and desire are the ability to manifest it, to make it real in the real world.
Yes, that's so true. And I definitely, I'm definitely living proof that is what can happen when, and I'm so grateful that I've just stepped into your vortex and the vortex of the circle of life, because this is happening for me. This is real. I am going to be a successful
You are successful.
Mum, I
You are.
I am, exactly. What am I saying?
It's not even a future tense thing anymore.
Yeah,
It's present.
I am
It's
so
happening.
successful. And I'm such a, I'm so good at what I do. And I know it's a work in progress. There's still a lot of growing I can be doing.
Always.
And always will be. But this is my first step. And, it's just been so bloody amazing. It just blows me away every time I think of it.
Yeah. And now your focus is really on building that dream team to support this business, to automate this business, so that you can spend more time with your kids, with your family, right? That's what it's all about. And then next step, when everything has been automated and structured around you, supporting this creative flow, then you can really step into that divine calling to help other women and support other women in birthing and raising children. Oh my God, I get goosebumps.
That just lights me up,
Babe, and really you know what? That's going to happen so quickly. So just really stay grounded, stay present.
Yes.
Give yourself permission to receive that help and support. Okay, there ain't no time right now for us to be a martyr or a victim. It is being a fucking powerful creator. You created this so quickly and so effortlessly. So, just acknowledge that. Acknowledge how easy it was when you committed to yourself.
Exactly. It's so true. It's so true. And I can't recommend this program enough, Anastasia. Oh my God. Like, I'm telling my friends, I'm telling my sister, but it's all in their own time. They don't believe it, but they will believe it when they do see me growing, but I don't think they realize the extent, of the help and the guidance that I've had from,
And the growth is really, the external growth is just a reflection of the internal growth that you're having.
So true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just so exciting.
I love that. So what would you say to the woman who is kind of in that space where you were last year, November, where you talked yourself out of taking the leap? What would you say to that woman that can feel in her heart and in her gut that, oh my God, I need this, I need to be in the space, but in the head, the gremlins get in the way, and it's like, what would you say to that woman that is still kind of on the fence?
Yeah, I would just say, especially in her own time as well, but she will, if you listen and tune into her gut and her higher call, and she will choose choose this every time. And I would just say, forget about the gremlins, forget about, you're obviously at a place where, you know what I mean? It's all or nothing. Sometimes we do get to that place, and just do it. Just go, just do it. I did it. Like, I literally, it was on the edge of Christmas. I had £400 that went into my bank. And then I just said, this is it. And when I done it, I just knew. I could feel it in my head. I'm doing the right thing. After I did it, I felt, and to that woman, you will feel that way too. You really will. There's no other place to go than up to soar when you join this amazing program, and the Circle of Light. No matter where you are in your life, you're going to soar without a doubt. I can just 100% recommend it, and I just know. So just do it, lady. Just get in here. Come and join us.
Trust yourself.
Trust yourself. Absolutely. Trust that gut, and just say bye-bye gremlins, and just let's go. Because my God, I am so grateful. Listen to your heart and soul always, like, definitely. No matter what, even if you feel like you have everything to lose, you probably do. And then it'll be bye-bye, and so much to gain. So much to gain. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, darling, it's been such a joy and such a pleasure just watching you step into this version of you. And I keep telling you, you're a powerful manifester.
I know, you
are so powerful.
Yeah, I am, and I have to realize that, and I have to just keep flowing as much as I can. And keep doing the work as well, because there's work to be done,
But really building that structure around the creative flow, right? So building the team that's going to help me to flow and grow effortlessly. It's not about falling back into old patterns of being a martyr and being a victim and trying to do it all myself. No, that is not the world that we live in, and that is not how we grow or thrive.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm totally saying that.
Building
Totally.
a business that is going to support your life vision, not sacrificing your life in order to build a business.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just have to say, the importance as well of taking time out for myself to do the, the background stuff, the stuff because I feel like I've come away from that, and I can really feel it, the work on the unconscious desires, and always remembering to return back to it. So that's for this week, that is my key. So after this, because mom's got the kids for a few hours, I might take a little, because I don't have any orders to do today. I got everything done yesterday. So
Good girl. Yeah. So I mean, that's really what it is. It's your toolbox. Like, come back to basics. Come back to the tools, right? It's not, oh, okay, I've seen these once and now I never need to pick them up again. No, we need to keep coming back to basics.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing I would say, to other women who are joining as well, remember that, oh my God, there's a world of tools, and it's priceless, Anastasia. You can't put a price on this stuff.
I know.
You really can't. Yeah, exactly. But so see you on the other side, ladies. If you're about
see you in the circle of light, girls.
Yes, absolutely. Look forward to it.
Well, Sonia, thank you so much for being so graceful and so generous with your time. As I said, I love speaking with you. Every time I speak to you, there's more and more and more things to talk about. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you so much, Anastasia.
The focus now is really on building the structure that supports that creative flow. And okay, we're not going to sacrifice anything, because you can have it all, but you need to have the right support around you in order to have that all.
I hear you, girl.
Good girl.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, darling. I truly appreciate you. Mwah, I love you.
You love you too. Take care.
Hello, sisters. I'm very, very happy and excited to be speaking with this beautiful lady. Sonia Brady is a mom of 4 and a busy entrepreneur. So she is a mompreneur.
Yes.
Sonia, thank you so much for spending this time with us, so that we can really just share your journey in stepping into this program and how quickly things have unfolded for you. So I'd like first for us to go back to when you and I first connected. I'd love for you to tell me what was going on for you in your life at that point, and what was going on in Sonia's mind and in Sonia's heart before you stepped into the program.
Yes, okay. So hi everyone, and thank you, Anastasia, first and foremost, for inviting me. It's so lovely to be here talking to you. And so let's go back to this time. Well, it was in December, was before I said my sacred yes. It was December when I did actually say it. Well, I suppose this time last year I was in a very different place to where I am now. So I'm a single mom of 4, actually. I left a relationship this time last year, I think it was. Yeah, it was just before I had birthed my 4th child. I was in a relationship, a very toxic one, very extremely toxic, and I was in it for 10 years, and I wasn't really in it. It was more in and out for 10 years constantly, but blessed with 3 children from that relationship, so that's definitely a plus. So I wouldn't have them if I wasn't. But yeah, I allowed myself to be treated very badly, and treated myself really badly in the process, because I kept choosing